Yeah, I know. What's up, Kim?
What's up, dude?
It's been
3 weeks, 2 weeks.
since we recorded. I know we had a couple of them just sitting there idly. Finally got through mixing them. Mixed the vocals just so that they were leveled, because sometimes we don't have leveled vocals, and so I want to make sure that if we ever have to listen to them or anybody else wants to listen to them, the vocals are aligned, and none of them sound like one is deeper than the other or louder than the other, even though I have to sometimes correct your yelling or you're laughing or your your sound effects.
Yeah,
all
but
your
those
sound
are
effects.
random. Like you're talking, I'll be like meep, and
Yeah,
then you're
yeah.
like slightly in the background, like meep.
Yeah, it does sound like a random sound effect.
Oh,
So I know the last podcast was
San Fran.
on January 27th.
What?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah, that was
What?
the last one we
Oh,
did.
2 months? What? No.
No, January. It's
Oh
February.
shoot, we're not in March.
Dude, you are fucking tripping. Are you fucking high?
I think so.
And I was about to bring one too. I was like,
Wow.
I was like, it would have been
Wow.
interesting to have a fucking podcast stoned as hell, but then I was like, no, there are kids here.
Especially me, because sometimes I trip, dude. I just like think
Start
about
talking
random. I think
Talking
about.
about aliens.
I think about random shit, and I start laughing to myself.
Yeah, like we were having a conversation with Damien on the way over here. He's right now in school. He's currently learning about World War II and like how Adolf Hitler came into power, and you know, how did that happen and all that other stuff, right? And so he's that's so funny.
It's because I see memes about World War II.
Like what?
Like I forgot what it says, but it's like Hitler was like, "Hey Japan, can you bomb fuck, I forgot what. They're like, we already bombed Pearl Harbor, and it has the fish from SpongeBob yelling, "You what?"
Yeah. What? Was that funny? You just think it's funny? What the? Okay.
I'm sorry, it's just memes that shouldn't be funny, like fucked up
Right.
ones like 9/11 and shit.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
funny.
Oh,
and I'm
Damien
just-
showed me this one. Now that you're talking about,
It's probably the one I sent him.
yeah, the one with the pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, like look out, there's a plane behind you. He's got the AirPods in. He's not listening. That fucking shit ran right into him.
Oh my god.
No, but he was talking about that, and then he he goes, wouldn't it be crazy? Because we thought about like what would the world have been like? I mean, aside from the Amazon original, right, of The Man in the High Castle. Like what if Germany would have won the war? What would it have been like? And after Hitler died, would someone far more evil come
What's that other-
into power?
Stalin?
Yeah, that motherfucker was evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed way more people.
Yeah.
And he killed his own people. But anyways, like we were thinking about that, and then he goes, what if we were one species of human being and we killed off another one?
What are you talking about? Like, we weren't.
Like,
we
I don't know
weren't the
much
only
about
ones
science,
here?
and I right, like maybe there were other species of
Well, like,
type of human beings.
Cavemans, no? Aren't they?
Right, that's what I was telling him. I was like, it's a possibility. I don't know anything about science, right? I'm not that involved or that researched. But I told him, I said, it's a possibility. Like, what if there was a smaller group? Like, he compared it to lions and cheetahs. For example, cheetahs don't roam in packs; they're single, or even leopards. They're solitary, and then lions roll in packs. He goes, what if we were the lions and we took over the territory and we killed off an entire species of a different type of human being?
Or maybe the aliens were here, and we ran them off.
Or maybe,
That's why they're always coming down here and fucking
So-
experimenting and saying like,
check this out. What if we were, at one point, we lived on a different planet and aliens were the more sophisticated ones, and they said, we can't have these creatures populating here.
well, there's this one thing that says like, they're like, what if we originally lived on Mars, but since we messed up the climate, that they sent a pod down to Earth.
So we can fuck this climate up too?
And then it's funny because it had like a pop up of the FBI said, "Delete this now, bitch."
You cannot know the
And
truth.
they said Adam and Eve and something like that. And that's when the,
Oh, so-
the thing
okay.
from the FBI was like, "Delete this now, bitch."
Delete this now, bitch. The feds right now, they're listening. They
Yo.
listening.
Yo, what up?
They subscribed. Good.
You better.
Have everyone, yeah. Have everyone subscribe in
If
the department.
listening, you better hit that
Get
subscribe.
Forward it to the CIA, to the White House.
Send this shit to Trump too.
Yeah, let him tweet it.
Yep.
Put us out there. Anyway, so so yeah, we were just talking about that, and I was like, yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, maybe there's information out there already, but we don't know about it, or at least I haven't researched it, so I'm not aware of it. And if it does exist, would they tell us?
No. Why would they?
I feel like a lot of shit.
Why would they?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things
And even if
they
they
keep
did,
behind,
people
right?
wouldn't. People are fucking stupid. No one's gonna.
They wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Right?
or that they wouldn't understand.
Like, what if they knew that religion wasn't real? Like, what if they said, "Oh, someone in Rome wrote it."
Religion is ridiculous because right now I'm in U.S. History 107.
Mm-hmm.
There's these weird religions. I was like, what? I thought it was just Christianity and I can't even think right now. Catholics and
Satanism.
Jews and that. There's like Anglican Church, the Roman
And they all believe in like different
This
gods.
is fucking weird, man. There's so many.
You know which one made the most sense to me? Like when I analyze it, and this is just analyzing it from the surface. Again, I'm not a fucking scholar. I don't read books. So anyone who's probably listening is like, yeah, this motherfucker doesn't know shit. Triggered. Yeah, exactly. Gets triggered and shit. Like, yeah, this motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just coming from what I understand, what I know. Done. Yeah, that's what I would say to them. You know,
Boneless.
it's like my opinion is that like the sun god,
Yeah.
the earth god,
Yeah.
the wind
The
god,
star god.
yeah, like there
the
was a
sea
god.
Like,
Yeah, there was
God for everything.
for everything. That for me, that one made the most sense for me, you know.
Like
And then
like
what they
Greek-
did, I
you
think
mean
people just
Greek-
got lazy
Greek
and they just
mythology. I believe in that.
yeah.
The gods like Zeus
well,
and all that.
that and like Mayans and Aztecs and Incas,
Yeah,
they
that's
all
what I
believed in
believe,
that, right?
yeah.
Like they believed in the god of the earth. They believed in the god of the rains, the clouds,
Well, I don't-
the water. They just had different gods.
Yeah.
And each one was responsible for a
don't-
certain element.
I don't know. To me, I feel like it wasn't real. It's just they
No, of
they were
course.
like, I need something to believe in, so we
Right.
believe in the sun. It's the god, the sun god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so because it was very primitive, right?
Yeah.
They were primitive, but yet at the same time intelligent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll never know. I guess maybe they were real, maybe they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only one I kind of believe in right now is God and Jesus, but sometimes
Or
I
just-
don't even.
I just believe in God. I
don't know, I'm iffy.
I think God is real. Everything else, I'm not saying they're not real. I think that they were there to do the work of God. That's my opinion. I don't know,
like
like
Bruce Almighty.
yeah, like Bruce would be a god,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the fact that he gave everyone a lotto ticket, but how would everyone be rich? Because then there wouldn't.
Well,
everyone would have to
remember-
split $1.
Remember, everyone got
Oh, yeah.
$14.
Yeah, he goes, I won the lottery. And I
He's
won
like, the lottery
14."
sucks. I only won $14. Yeah.
How did he get everyone a Lamborghini? Remember, everyone was like, in the end, everyone had like red Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I remember because the googly eye guy was like, thanks, Bruce, and he crashed the car, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
But I
but-
remember what?
Did you ever watch the one that I guess was supposed to follow that movie, which was Evan Almighty?
Yeah, the guy that is in the office.
Yeah, but he was the news anchor.
Yeah,
right?
he was Noah Ark.
Yeah. That's how he was talking. Yeah.
I know that movie in the back of my head. I know every line.
That movie was hilarious. That part was
I always
hilarious.
watch it. Yeah.
Evan Bastard.
Yeah. Evan Bastard. I mean backstabber. I mean Baxter.
Backstabber. That's right, because he ended up taking his position, right? He wanted the position as a lead anchor.
No, the thing is, Bruce was he worked really hard, and Evan didn't. He was just popular in there. And Bruce
So
would always
popularity got him.
Bruce would always bust his ass. And when he found out that he got anchor while he was live,
Yeah.
he was like, what the fuck? So he lost it.
Oh, is that when he was out there doing the cookie?
Yeah. No. When the
The meteor?
Niagara Falls.
Oh,
And that's when he was gonna interview the old lady. He was like, so how was the Titanic tragic? Because she was old as fuck.
That's right.
And then the lady was like, Bruce, stop.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So how was Titanic?
Yeah.
You seem to survive it.
Yeah. He said
Shit.
some asshole shit.
And then when he got his powers, if I remember correctly, he started creating news events, right? Like he was out in boring places, like the chili
like
cook-off.
The asteroid
And then the
coming
asteroid
down,
came down, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta go
the
find
dead
it."
body by literally in the police station. Remember?
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. He was using it for his own gain.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why things started to go south, right?
That and because he said yes to everybody. Remember, because he was answering emails and he just put yes and then to everybody.
Yeah, that sounds like Yes Man. That movie was cool.
Which one's that one?
Yes Man.
When he can't say
he
no?
can't say no because there were always there was a consequence to saying no.
Yeah, I like Liar Liar.
Liar Liar was funny.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Jim Carrey was hilarious. I wonder what happened to him.
He's old, man.
No, I know, but that doesn't mean you can't be hilarious. He started injecting like his politics, and then it got kind of crazy.
I mean, shit. I guess that's.
I mean, he has a voice. He has his opinion.
Yeah.
The problem is that when you're trying to impose that on everybody else to make it seem like, oh, what I say is true and what you're saying is false. Like, no,
yeah, I get it. It's like
no
it's cool to say what you think,
believe in, but don't be like,
hey,
yeah, exactly. Like I like Coca-Cola and you should too. Like what? No, I like Pepsi. Okay. Well, I like Fanta. Now you're evil.
What
That's how people treat it. Like, oh, you like this? Oh, you're bad. You're a horrible person. Like, wait, what? So, it's people are weird. I'm weird. You're weird. We're all weird. We're just different. We're just different.
I'm hella weird.
Yeah, we're just different. We're just different. It's not weird. Everyone has a certain moral code which they live by.
This is
like,
late, but
what? What?
No, I was gonna say because you know how you and Damien were talking about like what if Hitler did come into power?
Yeah.
It's the same way if I forgot what movie it was with James Franco where what if JFK didn't die?
Oh, that's
you remember
right. That was a
James
series
Franco
on
saved,
Amazon,
yeah,
right?
No, Netflix.
Netflix? Was it
yeah.
Okay.
A season, only a season.
Yeah, it was based on a book.
Mm-hmm. Where James Franco found out.
And Damien read it.
James Franco found out when JFK was gonna die, what building and who, and he saved him, and it turned out that fucking United States was shit because he survived. But at the same time, it's like, how would how would someone know,
No. I mean, they were just dealing on like the alternate scenarios. Like, the Cuban Missile Crisis occurred, right? Well, that was one of them where he would have to go through the diner, right? It was like he went through a diner closet, right?
I don't remember.
Is that what it was? Because,
it's the restaurant. He went to like the closet or something.
Yeah, it was a diner. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he went into a closet or some shit, and the old man knew about it.
Yeah, only the old man.
Yeah,
and James Franco fell in love with the girl from that world.
That era. Yeah. I would have just stayed there. But there was like a timekeeper following him, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a time patrol.
He needed to go back. He can't stay.
Fuck, I remember that. That was a very interesting TV series. Right now, the TV series that we're watching is the one about Humboldt County and like the cannabis industry out there. Like how people in the cities and in rural areas out here in like LA County or just anywhere around the world, they go to Humboldt County to work for weed plantations, because out there's this place called Murder Mountain. Yeah. So I don't know why you would want to move to an area called Murder Mountain, but sure enough, there's everyone that goes there. Let me rephrase that. People who go there, some of them end up missing. It's like they call it the black hole.
So like when they go into the fields or what?
No, because these areas where they're living, Humboldt County is like this huge rural area. It's like forest. And
well, yeah, what the hell?
And
you get killed in the damn forest. You don't watch movies,
right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, and these people go there with the idea, the dream that they're gonna work at a plantation, everything's gonna be great, and they end up missing. Or they get murdered, or they get sex trafficked. And they were saying men do too, that they sex traffic the men there. It's crazy. Yeah, it's some crazy shit. And right now we're watching one particular story of this guy who he went up there, Humboldt County. He became an investor with someone else. They bought land. They started their cultivation. And this was when it was still illegal. Mm-hmm. This was before California decided to make Prop 64 and then legalize cannabis use, right? He had given some guy money or whatever, like $50,000. And that guy owed him money. And he was just never, he would see him around town. And it's a small town. And everyone knew each other. He said, so he finally decided to go to his house to just tell him, like, hey, I need my money. Like, I need you to give me my money. It's been too long. And so the guy goes, yeah, I'm going to go get it. And so what he did, he ended up going into the, he ended up going over to his house and he goes, I'm going to get it for you. He went inside and he came out with a gun and shot him, killed him. And then he buried him in his land. So the reason why that people were so savage out there was because the police officers never wanted to go into that area because those guys were vigilantes. Like everyone who lived out there, they were isolationists. Like they wanted to be away from people. But at the same time, whenever there were problems, the way they dealt with them, given that scenario, he blasted him. He shot him and he buried him. And the family was trying to figure out what happened to my son because they would always communicate with the son, but the son stopped communicating after a while. And the dad thought it was kind of weird. Like, hey, he doesn't do that. Like, I know he left, but he still communicates with me. And they did like a whole personal investigation. And dude, there's nothing but drama up in that area because everyone is living by their own set of rules. And so when the cops wanted to go investigate, that's when I told you that they were being escorted by a private security of like, I'd hate to say it, but they're kind of redneckish. Right? Like
hillbillies?
Yeah, like kind of like, yeah.
Like the GTA hillbillies?
Yeah. And so those individuals were the ones who were escorting him and the cops were shocked. Like some of the people who were just like new cops, they were shocked because they're like, dude, we're surrounded by like 6 or 7 of these guys with guns, you know, in their back. And here we are. We're the police and we're afraid. Like, it's weird. I mean, people shouldn't be afraid of the police either. Both parties should not have to be afraid of each other. But anyways, yeah. So the community ended up, they found out because the rumors were going around that this guy was talking, yeah, I murdered that dude and I buried him in my backyard. Like he was just talking like nothing. Yeah. And so the community had enough. And so eight dudes were at a bar, or they were having Thanksgiving dinner with their families, and I guess they went to a bar, or I don't even know if that occurred, but all I remember is that these 8 dudes got together and they said, I'm going to put a stop to this. He goes, we need to find out what happened to that boy, because they thought it was fucked up. They were like, that's fucked up, because the guy he lost his son at one point. He goes, and so that dad must be wondering what happened to his son. He goes, so I'm going to help him because the police aren't doing shit.
I mean, I did the same shit.
And so they all got together and they all went up and they all went to that dude's house and they like pistol whipped him and they shot his ear and they shot him in the arm. They shot him in the, I think in the calf. And he finally ended up telling them like where he took them to where the body was at, and they undug the body and they ended up taking care of it. The guy left. They didn't kill him. The guy left. But then it starts spiraling out of control, dude. Like the storyline just starts like getting crazy. Like dudes getting shot here and dudes getting mugged and dudes getting raped, and I was just like, holy shit. And it's so nice. Like they show you like as they're driving up into the area, it's like Lake Tahoe times 10. It's such a beautiful place. It's such a beautiful place, and yet it was covered. I don't know about now, but yet it's covered with crime, right? And mystery. Like a lot of mystery in that area. I don't know. I feel like the police might be behind some of it as well.
Most likely.
Like they're corrupt.
Some of them.
Oh, the sheriff, when it was time for re-election, he was running against himself. There was no one else who was running up against him. Like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah. That's so weird, right? No one wanted that job. No one wanted to run up against him. And he ended up getting the position again.
What the heck?
Yeah, it sounds weird,
that's
right?
Weird. That sounds weird. Little, like...
Yeah, exactly. Like what? None of your fellow police officers wanted to, attempt to take that position? Like, come on. I don't know. But anyways, corruption, I'm sure. But it looks so nice, dude. And then I went on HomeAway and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy a property there.
You fucking crazy. You cycled.
I was like, hell yeah, I take my guns and just start shooting them in the air. As they were interviewing people, they're like, oh yeah, you'll hear random shots, and then the guy would stop talking and goes, you hear that? And you could hear in the
Okay,
background.
if you want random shots, yeah, you can take your ass to Compton for that.
No. But I want controlled shooting. And I'll have like 50 Krugers.
God damn.
Everywhere.
Fuck. I'd buy big ass pits. Really buff
Pits
ones.
and Krugers. Yeah, Pits and Germans and Rottweilers and Dobermans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have packs of them.
Hell yeah. Pits on
All
one
males.
side.
All males.
Pitbulls on one side. The
Fuck it,
Rots.
let them. Dude, they would fight each other.
That's
too
why.
sometimes.
That's fucked up. That's why keep them on one side or get them so like they know each other and just when they see someone, fuck them up.
No, that's why I would raise them all together.
Yeah.
But they would be a pack.
And if they fight, pow pow.
Pow pow.
I'll give them pow pow.
Pow pow. Yeah. Brand them.
Yep. No, that's fucked up. I said yeah. Fuck. No, I smack them really fucking hard. Like probably in the nose so they'll stop.
Hopefully they don't attack you. They're like, hey, you know who we should really fight?
They get fucked up.
That's if, I don't know, man. If you have like 10, 15 Krugers.
Oh, well, I'm saying, that's different. I'm going to get fucked up.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
If I had like maybe 2 of them, then shit,
Nah,
fight.
you would need more than 2 dogs out there just because of the amount of land and what you need to cover. The problem is that when you look at that video, when you look at this series and you look at the properties that some of these people live on, they're beautiful, like in terms of the scenery, but the property is like destroyed. Like cars are destroyed. There's trash everywhere.
Why?
They're just, I don't know. They're not clean. Because also it's not just them. It's because they're having people come to live on their land. These are like ex-criminals or people who got out of jail and they're trying to find. They're trying to work. You know, they just want to find work.
Yeah,
and the only way that.
Yeah,
exactly. But I went on HomeAway. I was like, hey, look, for July, let's go to Humboldt County.
You got me fucked up.
And there was this beautiful house right off the beach.
Crazy. I'm not going.
Right off the beach. And it was cheap. It was like $400.
$400.
But it was nice.
Fucking go to sleep. Everybody get
sleep with one eye open?
Everybody gets their throat slit.
Oh, shit. I know, right?
We'll be sleeping forever. Good.
Just what I need.
You know what? Let's go.
Yeah, I already booked it. I'm sleeping outside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's an interesting series that I'm watching right now, and I don't watch series because I hate the fact that because some of them are whack, right? They're boring. There's nothing to it, and this one managed to capture my attention, and so I'm watching it. And I'm just like, I did not know. I was like, look how beautiful this place is. And then they're going into the stories. There was a group, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, I guess, that they moved out there like in the 70s, 80s. And when they would work, they worked on a plantation for someone as they call them trimigrants because they trim the weed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so they went up there to go during the hippie era. They went up there. And they were, when they were done with their shift, they would go out and commit homicides. They would kill random people, and people they wouldn't know what happened to these people. They would just post a missing persons. But these people got caught, I guess, and they confessed to the murders. But they don't remember where they placed the bodies. But they would kill the people, and then they would just bury them randomly in the forest, like. Just on anyone's property or somewhere else, they would bury them, and there were several of those that they had carried out, several murders.
Dang.
And the dude looked like a Charles Manson type,
okay.
and his girlfriend looked like crazy too. Yeah, it was like a whole weed revolution. It was crazy.
The TV series I'm watching right now is Naruto.
Naruto?
Yeah.
I never got into Naruto.
Me neither, because I would watch Dragon Ball Z. If it wasn't Dragon Ball Z, it would be Bleach. But I stopped watching Bleach because that was a little too crazy for me.
Like, why? What do you mean it was too crazy?
It's insane, bro. It was just...
I've seen an episode of Bleach, like this one big giant monster fighting this character.
It was just insane. I don't know. It was too much for me, man. I was just like, whoa. Like it's violent. It's just really violent.
Yeah. That's...
I mean, I didn't like it. That's why I was like...
Because it was just too violent?
Yeah, it was just weird. It was just like this vibe, like, what the fuck?
Like what? Give me an example.
Like,
because I don't remember. I don't recall.
Have you ever seen like a violent ass movie and you're just like, oh, whoa, like fuck, fuck, like.
Is it like kind of like those demonic movies sometimes?
Kinda,
Like
some
where there's just too
like
much
that,
demonic, and
yeah.
you're just like, I don't
Yeah,
feel
some of them are like
comfortable
that.
watching this shit.
Yeah, so I stopped, and then my friend Dom and Angel, they're like, watch Naruto, and I'm like, I guess I need a new anime to watch.
Yeah.
So Naruto's cool.
Did you watch the DBS series? The Dragon Ball Super?
Super? Yeah.
Oh, which one was your favorite arc? I mean, which one was your favorite part of the saga? Yeah, like this.
When Frieza and Goku fought together to beat Jiren.
Oh, that was your favorite?
Yeah, what the heck? I got excited. I was with you.
I was. My favorite one was with Zamasu. The god who went against his gods.
No, yeah, but I was gonna say Frieza and Vegeta got their ass kicked really bad.
Oh, that was
Frieza's always getting his ass kicked.
That was my favorite, actually. That was my favorite
when Vegeta's getting his ass beat?
Episode. Yeah, because it wasn't him getting his ass kicked. It's what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to buy enough time again. And he was essentially explaining not just to Jiren, but to the viewers how he has changed. Because in one of the fights during DBS, when he was fighting Toppo, before Toppo became the god of destruction, Toppo was all about justice. Like, that was his motto, right? That because that's what they are. They're justice warriors, right? You remember that? Like Jiren and all of them were justice warriors. Anyways, when they were fighting, Vegeta told him, he goes, what happened to all that talk about justice? He goes, now that you're the god of destruction, it's like you've thrown everything away. He goes, yeah, because it's something about like if justice can't save my world, then destruction will, or some shit. I forgot what he said. Toppo said some shit, but it was his way and how he saw things. So he threw justice out the window. And Vegeta was thinking about, like, I don't throw anything out the window. He goes, not anymore. I did before, but not anymore. Like, and he was thinking of his daughter. He was thinking about Trunks, and he was thinking about Bulma, and then he was thinking about his friendship with Goku. And he's just like, that's not what you do. And so he fought back and he beat the shit out of him. He eliminated him. Eventually, he eliminated him. He did his final atonement, like when he killed Boo and he killed himself. He did the same thing, except this time he was able to control it and he didn't kill himself. But it was pretty emotional because you know, if you saw Dragon Ball Z, you're like, oh shit, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna kill himself in the process, and you're like, oh no.
The other day I was watching when him and Beerus were fighting, and Beerus slapped the shit out of Bulma.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
He's all like, not my Bulma, and then he like went after him, and
then he went all crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. I was like, oh. It's funny because there's arguments about how Goku would never be a good father the way Vegeta is.
Yeah, like, and then Vegeta will never be as great of a fighter as Goku.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they're both great in certain areas, but I mean, Vegeta's very technical, and Goku is very calm. So Vegeta fights with like a chip on his shoulder, like he's stressed, like he's tense, and then Goku seems to be very relaxed in his fighting methods, like not a care in the world. But yeah, the one thing, DBS will never compare to Dragon Ball Z. I mean, Dragon Ball Z.
A lot of people don't like Dragon Ball GT. I was watching it the other day.
GT's not that bad.
I don't know. I didn't like it. I don't know why. I was watching it the other day, and I'm like,
you know what saga you should watch on GT? I enjoyed it. Was the one where Vegeta finally becomes Super Saiyan 4, like that at that time when they were fighting the dragons. Because of all the wishes, because of all the wishes that they made, it just it was bad karma, I guess, and eventually gave them Shenron, the dragon, the evil dragon. Yeah, but that was a cool series. I mean, but yeah, I didn't like GT as much either. I mean, the whole people, like Bebby,
like people would vote out GT, and I'm like,
yeah. And this new Brawly movie, I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it yet. Everyone's telling me it's good. I seen like maybe 5 minutes into it, and I had to stop because I got busy.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually enjoyed the first Legendary Super Saiyan movie, like the original Brawly. Like he was, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe the story itself.
Well, is it like it's good but not good
or maybe
to watch
you know
it
what?
again?
You know what? Maybe it's because of the crowd. Fuck, you go with the people who go watch these. They're like children, but they're adults. But they were like yelling, like yeah, like they've never seen anyone go Super Saiyan, and they're like, oh my god, fuck yeah,
that's gonna be us when Toy Story comes out and shit.
Oh no, fuck that. I'm just gonna watch it. I just like watching.
I don't like going to the movies anymore.
So I can't wait because I'm actually gonna buy the Blu-ray when it comes out for Brawly, and I want to watch it at home the same way that I did Revival of Frieza, and Beerus the God of Destruction when he came. I went to go see those two at the movie theaters, and I didn't like it as much because everyone was just fanboying it. And then everyone would like yell in between certain scenes, like, "Where's Krillin? Where's Yamcha?" And I'm like, "Oh my god,
where's the shut the fuck up and watch the damn movie?
Shut the fuck up!"
When new movies would come out, I would wait a month to go.
Yeah,
and I used to love hitting the movie theaters. No one would be there.
I remember we went to the movie theaters once with Scarlett, and this is when she was dating this guy named Jose. I don't know if I think his name was Jose.
Juan?
No.
Jose.
Yeah.
I don't.
He lived
Eric?
in Bakersfield. Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Eric?
It was Eric. I remember Eric because he would always buy me things for my birthday.
Well, I remember him. He had tickets, and I think he had spare tickets to the movie Jason versus Freddy, and I wanted to go badly.
Oh, dang.
And I remember Kristen, he offered like if we wanted to go with him, and I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
We don't like you, but hell yeah.
No, I didn't. I had nothing against it. I didn't care. Anyway, so we decided to go, but we had to sit in different seats because, at the time they didn't have reserved seats. Like now, you go to Cinemark, it's reserved.
Pick your row and
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Yeah,
just
back
sit
then you just
sit
whatever the fuck you want.
I remember. Damn, I forgot about that.
And nowadays you have to select the row that you're gonna sit on.
I would get row D.
which I like it. I like that better because you don't have to.
That's true, because people would sit in and there's like two open spots, and then there are people like can you scoot the fuck over like weirdos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this maximizes the movie theater's profits because they get to sell all the tickets.
Gonna get bitch slapped like Bulma.
Yeah, exactly. And we went to go see it, and I think oh no, wait, it wasn't. Yeah, no, that was the first movie, Jason versus Freddy. We went to go see it, and everyone in the crowd was younger than us. They were like 18, 19 at the time. I think we were 22, 23, and it was just a different group of people that were there, and everyone was just laughing at things that weren't funny. And then we went again with Scarlett, and this time she went with someone else. I don't know who it was, but she went with a group of her friends. Oh, with all those people that used to come to the house. They were all like, I don't know, I say social misfits. They were just a random group of friends that were just hanging out because they all came from different parts of California, and they all moved to the Antelope Valley, and they all became friends because they were new.
I don't remember Scarlett's. I didn't like Scarlett's friends, so I didn't pay attention to them.
Remember, it was like they would all come and hang out, and that's how we met. What's his name as well? The neighbor.
What neighbor?
He was like a little gangster.
Victor. Victor's cool though.
No, I know, but that's how they all met because they all moved from outside the valley, and they all moved and they all went to Highland.
I remember her friends. I didn't like them. They're annoying.
But I think she had a friend named Sandy.
Yeah, I don't.
And then.
I don't even want to remember Vanessa. Yeah.
Just different friends. They were all random.
Yeah, I remember.
They were all random people that they were all new. Anyways, so when they ended up going, and Krista and I went with them, but we sat in our own section. They sat in their own. There was a group of people that were being very rowdy during the movie, and we went to go watch the one where that girl makes that throat noise.
The Grudge?
The Grudge. Okay, so we went to go watch The Grudge. No. And so that was the first movie. And we got there right on time, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a group of people who were like making noise as the movie was about to start, and they didn't stop. and no one was saying anything, right? No one was saying anything. I don't know why. And then Scarlett sat down, and I think she was in maybe the row behind them or in front of them, whatever the case was. And I think a group of people got up to go call security and tell them, hey, these people are going to ruin the movie because they're still fucking talking. They're on their phones. And I'm pretty sure they're smoking weed in the fucking...
People are fucking annoying,
and I think they're smoking weed. And so the opening scene was that guy walking onto his balcony and jumping off, right? And then dying.
Yeah.
And they started laughing. Like, ah!
Yeah, those niggas were high.
Ah! They were laughing, dude. They were laughing. And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, all right. And then security came in. And they flashed the light on Scarlett and our friends, and they told them to get out. And Scarlett and her friends had to get out. And they're like, "What the fuck? It wasn't us." And,
what the hell?
And they kicked them out. They kicked Scarlett out.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened after that.
I remember. I don't know. Yeah.
And that's
remember that I used to hate. That's why I hate going to the movies because it's like people are so like shut up.
That's when the movie theater was inside the mall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And they had the arcade and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So small, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
It's crazy.
Scarlett's friend worked in there, and every time I'd go to the mall, he'd be like, Kim. And I'm like, oh, what? I forgot his name. I didn't even care, but yeah.
Hey, you. Give me a discount on Sour Patch.
He was Scarlett's one of the guy friends. He would always come over all the time.
Yeah, there were several of them.
There's a lot of them.
I'm telling you, there was a group of a bunch of these kids, and
Scarlett had a lot of friends. I'm like, what the fuck?
But they like all just fell off, huh?
Fucking roaches, yeah.
They all fell off.
Well, not all of them. Stephanie's still there. Yadira.
No. But those are the ones she made friends with from elementary. Like those are the ones she stayed with elementary and middle school. It's when we came out here for high school.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
Where it changed. I mean, I'm surprised she still has friends from elementary that still hang out with her from time to time.
I barely talk to anybody. I have like 2 friends, 3 friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to give that.
People are
it's
just
hard
so
to give
annoying.
That,
so you.
Yeah, to give anyone that title or that label. It's just
I don't trust nobody. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always tell people, don't call me your friend if you're talking about me behind my back.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say, if I do it, I know you're doing it.
Damn, so why are you going to do it?
Huh?
But you don't call them friends.
Well, so I don't necessarily talk. I don't talk shit. And when people ask me something, I speak on it. And then when people come, oh, you're talking shit. No. But if they ask me, what did you say? I'm going to tell them what I said. I don't care. I'm not talking shit. I'm telling people the truth.
Wouldn't it be better to just tell them up front?
I tell them too.
You tell them before you tell anybody else?
I tell them too.
No, but do they know before anybody else?
I tell them what I said. Yeah.
No.
Are you telling me do I speak to them first?
Yeah, like you let them know before anybody else knows. Why would anybody else?
Because it's not a secret.
What's not a secret?
What I tell people about them.
Okay.
The thing is, if everyone wants to be in my business, I can do the same thing.
But I'm
trying. Can we not get to this topic, please? Because I'm gonna end up fighting you.
I'm just trying to figure out why would you even have that conversation with someone else other than the person who you have a problem with.
Well, it's not like I like.
Or
it's
you
not
have
like
a
I
comment
go, dude.
about.
Like no, like if I have a secret and you tell me, I'm gonna keep it. But if someone asks me a question about that person, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, and this and this and that. But I'm not gonna like whole detail because again, I don't like drama. And if someone comes with me to drama, you're gonna get blocked on social media because I'm not gonna argue with you. It's so easy to block somebody.
Damn.
And not talk to them. It's so easy.
Is that like that Netflix special Black Mirror where they block people and they turn transparent? You can't even see them.
Like the wife did with the husband.
Yeah.
She blocked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all like the little staticky.
When he would talk, it was like
yeah.
That's got to be annoying. You got to mute that, right?
I don't think so. You can't hear them, so all you hear is that
staticky.
Yeah. And you can't see them either.
Or their pictures. Yeah. Unless they die. If they die, you can see their picture. Yeah.
But yeah. Everybody be blocked.
Everyone get blocked.
Yeah. So many people on my block list is insane.
It's insane. It's crazy. But let's hope we don't live in that world. But then again, we kind of do. But I'm saying the world where you can block them like where you don't have to see.
You know which one scared me from Black Mirror? Which was like when the mom entered the chip into the little girl, so she sees what she's I think thinking and seeing and stuff. And she was watching her own daughter have sex, and she had to turn it off.
Which one was that?
The laptop one.
When
the little girl,
yeah. And then I think because of that, she ended up running away, right? Or did she die?
She killed her. She did something, I think.
Oh no, the girl couldn't see her and killed the mom, right? Or someone beat her with something.
Wait, dang.
Oh, because she couldn't see blood. She had programmed it so she didn't see blood. She programmed it like so she wouldn't see things that would scare her. So I remember the dog, when they would walk to school, it used to scare the daughter. And so when she got that implanted, she made it seem so that she couldn't hear the dog or see the dog. So she was never scared.
No, I think she could see it. She just couldn't hear it. And then eventually they became friends, her and the dog, because she would always walk by there by school, and she would, I think, feed it or just pet it. But that's why that little kid would tell her about violent stuff. She goes, "What is that?"
I think she killed the mom because she couldn't see the blood that was coming from her mom after she hit her with the head with the laptop or the hammer or some shit. When it
broke, I think she did end up seeing it, right? That's why she ran away, because she's like, "Oh shit, I killed my mom."
I think afterwards. I don't remember. But I just remember that obviously they all end up very badly for the other people. Yeah. But yeah, it was a trial program, and she was like one of the trials, and they canceled it, right? And they couldn't find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah, it was like
it was an experimental program.
Yeah, you couldn't get rid of it. You couldn't.
Yeah.
The one that I like from Black Mirror is that one, and then when the wife slept with that guy.
Oh,
remember, she was like,
the story of you or something. The history of you. You from your eyes, you're able to like record
play memories
things
and stuff. And he went to the guy's house and he beat the shit out of him.
And he made him play the memory of when he was with his wife.
And he saved the one where the wife cheated on him in their own bed. Yeah. And he was like, "Look, that stupid fucking painting that you like." And he was like, "Yeah, I like that one."
And the baby wasn't even his.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the craziest thing. And you know what? The funny thing, I remember watching it with Krista, and I told her, I said, this is my favorite one, my favorite episode, because the minute he walked in and he saw them sitting away from the rest of the crowd talking, and she was like laughing in the beginning, and he thought that was weird.
He would tell the friend? He was like, "Do you think that's funny?"
Yeah.
He was like, "You think that's funny?"
He goes, "How's that funny?"
Oh, the babysitter. He told the babysitter, remember? She goes, "Sit down." She goes, "Do you think that's funny?" And she was like,
Yeah, she was like, "I don't want to be a part of this." No, but it's true. It wasn't funny.
It wasn't.
It wasn't funny, but she was laughing, and then she was also she was having a conversation with him away from the crowd when he barely got there. Like the crowd was in the kitchen, and those two were in the living room, and he looked over there, and that's the thing he kept like looking at. He goes, "Look at your body posture." He goes, why are you slumped over? Why are you playing with your hair? Why are you smiling all the time?" And she's like, "Oh my God, like you're taking this out of proportion. You're so paranoid." Yeah, right. Bitch. I hated that bitch.
Yeah.
Especially in the end when I started to find everything out. Oh no,
remember when he told her to replay and she tried to delete everything? He was like, no. And he fucking attacked her ass.
Yeah.
Sneaky bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
She was annoying. Yeah, she was annoying.
Yeah, she was trying to conceal it, making it seem like he was crazy.
Yeah, but that part, that's the part that pissed me off, and then the part that pissed me off
because people do that now. People do that.
Oh, I've been through it.
Like they'll be like, "What are you talking about? You're crazy." Like
you believe what you want.
Yeah.
That's when you hear that, they're lying.
They're lying.
Believe what you want, but the hell you want me to believe it? What the hell you want me to believe if I don't believe you? Like what?
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Believe what you want. That is what I believe.
Yeah,
I believe
that is
you
what
cheated.
I believe.
And we done.
Lying piece of shit.
Yeah, so that was my favorite episode.
Yeah, that one was cool.
I'm trying to think which other one.
The one where they made that girl relive her supposedly it was her daughter, remember? And they made her run around the whole town. They had the phones. They were recording her.
Oh, because she murdered her.
She murdered the little girl.
Kid. Yeah. And
that one was a trick.
Yeah, Krista. That's Krista's favorite.
That was
something the bear. Or?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I forgot the title.
That one, and then the one with the.
That's her favorite. That was Krista's favorite.
That one, and the other one was the museum of all the things.
Oh, that had Easter eggs for all the other previous episodes. Yeah. The only one I haven't seen to this date is the one about like Captain Kirk. the guys who are like in a spaceship, and they look like Star Trek people.
I know what you're talking about. I skipped that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
There's a lot that I had skipped because they're boring, and I'm like, it's just kind of slow. But the Black Mirror movie was cool. I did it. I finished it quick.
Oh
bro.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Krista fell asleep. They couldn't deal with it. Cause I mean,
we all fell asleep. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's
we were
right.
faded, dude, and we were getting tired.
Yeah, that movie was that movie was cool because
You're like,
I exercised every
we're
option.
Like, oh, shit. Yeah.
I think I killed my friend. I buried his body. I killed my dad. Oh no, I buried my dad's body and I cut it in pieces.
Yeah.
He was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I was doing it 'cause I was bored one day, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this.
And then my friend, the guy who looked like Sid.
Bro, that thing was so funny.
I hit the dude over the head with like a trophy.
That shit was so funny. That dude. Why did Crystal was like, he looks like, he reminds me of a kid from a video game. I turn around. You mean Sid, the next door neighbor from Toy Story? She goes, yeah.
It did.
We couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, no, it was him, straight up. but yeah. Let's see that. I'm trying to think. But lately Netflix has been released. Oh, have you seen the Red Velvet? I think.
Oh yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, the one with the paintings. Yeah, that one I watched it.
I liked it.
I showed my grandma. She goes, that one was good.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool.
I just wish, something Krista, she has a problem with Netflix movies. She said, why is Netflix releasing movies now where you don't know where things are coming from?
What are you talking?
So, for example, what were the paintings? Why were they demonic? Why were they possessed?
Okay,
what was the reason behind it?
I'm guessing because the old man died and he was evil, so he possessed it.
But why was he evil? What was he a part of? How did he encounter that evil soul? He wanted to get rid of him. But that was cool, like how everyone suffered their fate.
The way Jake died, his fucking neck broke.
Dude,
the robot broke his neck.
I thought he raped him.
No,
because he was gay.
He broke his neck. You didn't hear him. He was like, stop. And he was like, and that was it.
Yeah, he goes, I understand. He goes, I cannot help you.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then the girl who with her husband took her down to that bar, or her boyfriend took her to that bar because he was tripping out on the picture, right?
Yeah.
Before they left, he was looking at it. He goes, if you look at it long enough, it's moving.
And it really was moving.
And it was, the fire was moving. And that's where I think he freaked out, and but he freaked out all calmly. He was just like, I gotta go. And she goes, where are you going? You're gonna stand me out? He goes, you should come with me. And so they left, and then she's like, what the fuck? Why am I here? And he goes, I'm pulling out of the, I don't know what her name was, Miranda, out of her showcase, and I'm just going to put my art here. And the girl was criticizing it like, oh, it's all graffiti. You're never going to be seen. And what the fuck are you doing? And he's all like, you know what? You don't understand.
And
I'm
then
out.
She ended up.
And she ended up being part of the graffiti.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I don't understand why the dude got the one of the guys.
Oh, the one that got hung?
Yeah. Did he sell a painting and did he make money?
I don't know his backstory.
Because I know
he was just an asshole.
The woman who got her arm chopped off and died in the art gallery, that one was cool. Because all the kids, everyone thought she was part of the exhibit.
Yeah, they're all playing it. They're like, they're stomping on it.
Yeah.
The receptionist she's
the one who saw it.
Bad luck. She saw it. She found everyone dead.
Everyone. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's why when she saw Jake's character, she was just like, oh, God.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, like the third time.
She's done with it. Like, man.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I keep finding these bodies everywhere.
I get annoyed, too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because maybe they start assuming it's you.
Yeah. That's
right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was definitely a very, very... I enjoyed the movie a lot. I didn't understand the character of the guy the bald guy.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I didn't understand.
What was like a random, like yeah, like a random. There.
Yeah, like what was the point of me having him?
A bald chicken nugget.
Like he was the guy who he was a famous painter and he was retiring or he was quitting or he lost inspiration. But what was the point of that? I didn't understand it. Maybe
I didn't understand him either. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that movie was cool. I enjoyed it. Guy from
Bird Box.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the guy who?
The bald one, the asshole one.
Yeah,
he was an asshole, but he was right.
But he was right.
Yeah,
he was right. Mm-hmm. They should have never let that fucking dude in because he was from the institute.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he literally made everyone, like, I guess, infected by it because he made everyone see it.
Yeah. He goes, look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? See, that's another movie. What the fuck was it? Where did it come from?
Well, supposedly that movie is about depression and
it's about all types of things. Yeah. But what was it that they were seeing? Like, I wish they would have, like,
they're
remember
demons,
that?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They're demons, and like there was this one where the shadow, right? You could see it on the camera.
Yeah.
Where the shadow, it looked like a big figure.
I guess was those it? Was with, it like, mental devil? Illness or something, they couldn't only see it because the sister was affected and the other one wasn't. Oh shit.
The sister was affected.
Remember she got hit by the fucking truck because she was like, "What is that?" And
yeah. And she was just like,
Bullock was like, "What is it?" And then she fucking got out of the car and got hit by the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that whole thing was.
It was wild, man.
It was okay. It was an okay movie.
Yeah, it was okay. Everyone hypes shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
It was alright.
It was
something that I would watch once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. One and done.
Yeah. But I didn't recommend it to nobody.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Like, people would ask me, like, have you seen it? I'd be like, yeah. What did you think of it? It was okay. Yeah, should I watch it? Yeah, you should.
If you want to.
If you want. Or you can just go to sleep.
Yeah. Low key, I was on my social media sometimes because I'm like, fuck, this movie's kind of slow.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened. But anyways, I hope they continue to release a bunch of new Netflix originals so that we can keep watching. I'm going to go home tonight and continue watching this Murder Mountain.
Yeah.
Because it's very interesting. Such a beautiful place. Grow marijuana, but you disappear. It's like a black hole. So you got to watch it.
My life.
Yeah.
They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Have to have high hopes for a living, shooting for